12 and a
God
half
damn
by
it.
12 and a half.
I thought it was funny.
It was a good line. It was gross, but it was a good line.
It was one of those lines where I was very glad I have push to talk enabled and I'd muted my mic.
It was good. I'm still grossed out, but it was good.
Sometimes the best lines are.
Okay, coffee. Coffee has been coffeed. Coffee has been coffeed.
Milos, you sound in general like you have coffee for blood. Like, there's no.
Yes,
if you
I
cut
do.
my
I have
fod,
coffee for blood.
if you cut Milo, there would not be blood. There would just be coffee.
She has too much too much blood in her caffeine system.
Yes.
That's why I'm in the mornings.
Okay.
Like, one day I was particularly bleary-eyed at work, and I was, downing pop like it was my life. And
I'll take the 13. I'll take that 13.
oh, 13's
Apparently, we don't actually need to roll initiative.
Oh, we don't?
Oh.
Apparently.
One of my coworkers is like,
Okay.
we're developers. We convert caffeine to cold, and I'm gonna mute my mic again because you guys are getting started again.
Okay.
Now we have to wait for Kyler to show back up.
Never mind then.
Basically, there's roughly 25 cubic, not inches, but feet. That's a lot of blood.
25 cubic feet is a lot.
That's
that would be
more
the
than a church
entire-
mouse.
Well, it's 12
Yes,
and a
it
half.
is.
It's 12 and a half feet by 12 and a half feet minus like 5 and 2.5.
Wait, okay, so let's make it simple. How deep is it completely covering the entire room?
About 2 inches.
2 inches deep, the entire room. Got it.
It's a lot of blood.
Yeah, I think we get that.
It's also fairly coagulated as well. It's nasty.
Oh.
It's
And in
it
case anyone didn't get the
flows-
reference, the
it-
church
And I
mouse
kind
thing.
of, I look at,
Yes.
I'm brandishing my, my staff and kind of looking around, looking for signs of movement at all.
You can actually see that there's a dip in the blood with what almost looks like 2 feet holes.
All right, asshole.
Kinda just
Come out
in the
and
middle
show
of it.
yourself.
And it's slowly flowing back in.
Milo, remember we tried yelling that and nothing good happened to us.
I'm gonna run towards the divot, and is it? I'm gonna take my staff and I'm gonna shove it in where it looks like it's the blood is pooling.
Well, it's pooling
It's-
in. Yeah. The staff goes in. It's now kind of filled and covered in blood.
I walk up to the spot and I like to Arcana check it to see if I can tell where he went with the dimension door.
Okay.
Staff has now absorbed some blood.
Well, it's a hollow tube. It's a
Oh,
very
gotcha.
complicated idea. You do manage to understand that the reason it's like this is because it took some with it and dimension doored out. And
Okay.
probably not that far either.
Oh god, where'd it go?
Can I
Where'd
get
it
a
go?
rough direction?
It seems more towards the back, like that way
Okay.
of the inn.
Okay.
Still in the inn or maybe out of the inn?
Well, like out of the inn, but
Okay.
towards the back of the inn.
Okay. So he left the inn, teleported out, heading north.
Yeah.
Heading
Like-
north.
As I rush across the room, burst into Rose's room,
No, no,
mage
no. Wait.
hand the window open, and dive out the window.
And I follow after her. Sorry, Rose, we love you. Bye.
You
Pretty
see
much.
you see Rose, and there's another person in the room as you jump out.
Goddamn
And-
Rose and her boyfriends.
We love you, Rose. Bye.
Rose
And I
looks
jump.
slightly terrified and confused and tries to like put a blanket over the person that they're next to.
Do I recognize the person?
You don't get a good enough look in the amount of time you're trying to get out of the
Okay,
room as
fine.
well.
But yeah, I jump out the window, flip onto the awning, and up and onto the roof.
Hmm.
Whee! 'Cause I can do that. 'cause
I
can
haven't
climb
bothered,
walls
I'm
and
just-
shit. Haha.
I am just booking it.
As you kind of do that, you kind of see on the ground level that there's a circle of, like a very, very thin circle of blood on the ground, and footsteps kind of leading towards the wall, and it just stops at the wall. Like the cliff. We are on the right map. Yes, we are.
Stops at the
Oh,
cliff.
so he went north out of the inn and then west towards the cliff wall?
Yeah,
The
that
cliff
way.
face? Interesting.
And the
If I
track
look over
seemed
the cliff,
to be ended.
if,
Looking
if
at
I
the
look
cliff.
down the cliff, is he like down there?
Nope. There is no sign of him after the footprints kind of end.
Oh my god! Slippery motherfucker!
But you also have to consider it's been a few minutes since Enker tried to open your door and heard the sound, and then you guys came in,
Oh, yeah,
and then you
fair
guys.
enough.
There was a decent amount of time for it to leave.
Okay, time to stake out. This time in my room.
So, and the blood's kind of starting to flow downstairs a little bit.
Yeah, time to go back in. Let's clean it out.
Are you going back in through Rose's room?
No, I will go back in through the front door. Leave poor Rose to her boyfriend.
As long as it's not a cultist, I don't care.
That you know
Exactly.
of. Dun dun dun. So,
Alright, this guy is purposefully coming back after... You have your bag and stuff with you, right?
Yeah, it's on my person.
Alright, so...
you also notice that on the back side of your door, like the inside of the room on your door, there seems to be carved like a kind of a rudimentary smiley face.
that arrogant motherfucker. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy carving this guy's heart out of his chest.
I wonder if he was hiding in my room the entire time.
But he had more than enough chance to leave. We've been staked out outside for like hours.
You also have to kind of assume from the amount of blood on the floor and how long it took to make what he did in the room before, he'd have to have been here for like a good half hour just kind of standing there.
And I'm back.
Interesting.
What happened? What did I miss?
They wouldn't go chase after the creature again, but it's kind of long gone.
The question is, do we think it's going to come back, or do we think it's going to
I think looking at the smiley face on the backside of the door, I'm like, I think he knows we're after him.
You also notice that the nose of the smiley face is a diamond with kind of an asterisk in it. It's very rudimentary, but it looks very reminiscent of a symbol that you are very, very well knowing of there, Alex.
interesting.
As I don't know if your party actually knows anything about that at this point still. So I don't want to just
Maybe.
out you for that. Mysteries are really hard to keep.
Depends on the mystery.
Yeah, no kidding.
Alex, I swear to you we're going to find this asshole, and I'm gonna enjoy holding him down while you beat the crap out of him.
I kind of stare at the smiley face. Maybe we shouldn't.
Why? Why? What? He broke into this he broke into your room, attacked you, you know, stole a really powerful artifact that he could use to hurt other people. And why shouldn't we pursue this?
'Cause I'm not entirely sure he's actually going to do anything malicious with it.
How do you know that? You don't know anything about this guy, or is there something you're not telling us?
He might be a part of an order that I could potentially be a member of, sort of.
And I look at her deep in her face with with a with a really stern look on my face, and I'm like, please don't tell me you're working for Tiamat.
No, nothing like that.
Oh, thank
That'd
God.
be awkward.
Oh, thank God.
There are plenty
you
of
see-
evils out there that aren't
you-
Tiamat.
I personally, taking the lesser of two evils, I would take the lesser over Tiamat any day of the week.
There are those far darker than Tiamat.
True, especially if
Destruction
you happen
and
to be
death
like,
is not
you know,
always the worst fate one can
a
find
deity of
themselves in.
darkness. Not that I worship one, just saying.
I honestly, at this point, we've fought together, we've drank together, we've done a lot of stuff together. The fact of the matter is, Alex, is that
Okay.
you're our friend. At least you're mine.
Mhm.
And if you truly had ill intentions, you probably would have betrayed us by now. Just saying.
Probably.
Thanks. But yeah.
You
that was-
you hear kind of a door open and you see Rose peek out and say, "What's going on?"
I'm so sorry, sweetie. We had a bit of an intruder problem. Don't worry, it's taken care of.
Whose
back to
blood is
sleep.
that?
Not anybody you should concern yourself with. He's gone.
It was an ethereal pig. He bled a lot when we stuck him.
Oh, okay. Closes the door and you hear kind of like the click of the lock.
Only the one?
Well, there only is one.
Lock
the
and
inn-
chain, maybe?
The inn isn't the most secure building in the history of mankind.
And I look at Alex. I'm like, sweetie, when at the minute Russia or any of the big guns return, I am going to suggest we immediately put a giant bubble of anti-magic shit over this inn. I am tired of people and their wooge. No offense, Alex. Fucking up our shit here.
As I'm like vacuuming up the blood with a magic prestidigitation. It's like, I'm
really
not going to
is
disagree
late.
with you on any one point.
And the plan at this point is
Well, if you know what this order thing is, that's our next lead to go on. I think maybe this guy wants
I'm
to start
actually
any shit,
kind of
he's gonna
inclined to
come
leave it
us.
alone at this point.
All right, fair enough.
Any particular
So-
reason you wouldn't want? But this is your order, your fellows.
Well, from what Alex
think
is
my
saying, this guy immediately gonna hurt
Firefox
anybody
crashed.
with a sword, and that's what I'm more concerned about. Is that
I don't think he will.
okay?
I could be
Good.
wrong, but I don't think he will.
All right. Well, if something ends up happening and people start coming up dead, then I'll worry more about it. Right now, it's just somewhere we don't know where it is. It's not being used to hurt anybody, and that's what I'm more concerned about.
Well, at least
It
not anyone whose
honestly
body was
has about
found.
a 50-50 shot of being on its way back to its original master.
Which means, hey, you're in the clear.
Indeed.
Hey, you're in the clear. I just. Okay. And I just kind of look at Alex and I'm like, not telling you, still bugging me, but I'm dealing.
so. What is the plan? Sleeping? Not
I
sleeping?
think we're gonna sleep it in.
Okay.
Sleep it in at this point.
So a long
Yeah.
rest.
But I am going to write in the book to what's her face mission accomplished. It was a fluke. It was a fluke. Some stupid mage being dumb